What's going on, guys? It's Young Wealth. Now, I gotta touch on this, right? You see the title. It says holding anything less than 1,000 plus LCX is a huge mistake. Why do I say that? Because you're not capitalizing. Now, if you go in here, 1,000 LCX is $180. Now, you know me. I love getting the calculator out and actually doing calculations. Like, let's just say for the next year, where I feel like LCX will consolidate or go even lower than this. We do this for the year, $5 a day. Well, that's 1,000. Okay, that's 1.8K you put into LCX, which means you will own 10,000. Okay, you will own 10,000, 1,800. You would own around, pretty much 10,000 rounded up. So it's like you don't have to really commit to putting a whole bunch of money, but you have to focus on compounding. Not financial advice, but the reason I say this is because this is a coin that actually is going to stand the test of time and not die out like any of these other coins. Look, it's been out since 2019 now. Still here, still strong. Now, even Solana had FUD. Remember when Solana had FUD at $15? Everyone was FUDing it, saying it's done. A lot of these coins, even including Bitcoin, has had many dips way because people were FUDing it all the way to 100K. From 1,000 to 100K, that was FUD. That's the same thing for LCX. From 18 cents to $40, there will be a lot of FUD. On the macro, FUD is a good thing because FUD gives you opportunities to really capitalize on DCAing on lower price points. So I would never ever hold less than 1,000 LCX. I feel like that right there. So if you go to $4, you've made 4,000. No, I would really not recommend, because I'm not a financial advisor, this is entertainment, but I'd really encourage to look into having 10,000 of this thing. So $4, you're saving 40 grand, and I feel like that's just the beginning. This is the $10 coin, so at the $10 bar, you're already at 6 figures off $5 a day. Just think about that for a second. So we have to take this very seriously and understand that this is an opportunity to get onto Amazon 20 years ago. LCX is not a coin where they're just here for a pump and dump like 99% of cryptos right now. No, this is a coin that's got licensing. Monty just tried to get licensing in the USA. They're serious about expanding into North America, and Trump is going to make that possible for them. So just looking at the climate, we are at the worst prices right now in terms of altcoins, but we are at the best opportunities to buy because things are really heating up in the economy. Countries are buying Bitcoin and crypto in general and doing a lot more partnerships and becoming a lot more open-minded because of what Trump did and impacted. Like, once America says something is going to be a Bitcoin reserve, best believe these other countries are going to want to compete. So China is going to buy Bitcoin, and pretty much the whole world at one point will own crypto. Like every country in the world is going to want to have digital currency. So just knowing that and knowing how early that is, it could take 20 years for it to get fully adopted, but that's those 20 years in between that is we'll have to wait, because 5 years from now you're up so far from where you got in your entry. 7 years you're up so far. 10 years you're up miles away from your entry. Listen, 15 years you're at the moon, just still making money off investments you made 5 years ago. You know how beautiful that is to plant a seed and see the growth for the next 20 years and it sustain itself and make more money for you? Like, that is worth the wait. I'm not complaining about LCX being boring for a minute because it's had multiple runs and it's still very low in market cap, so people can still manipulate it, okay? But in terms of this just makes me excited. If we touch 8 cents again, I will have 1,000, which I will actually be distributing. How much is that? How much is 1,000 at 8 cents? Because I will definitely have at least 1,000 to distribute, probably a couple thousand, because that's a great price point. You're getting 12,000 LCX, and 12,000 LCX at the price point of $4 is already 50K. So I do that 20 more times throughout the next 3-4 years. It's like that's a million. That you're a millionaire off that. So I'm just starting to see long term a lot more since I've seen the dilution of what happened to crypto with the dilution of all these meme coins and all these trash coins that had no use. Now I'm really circling back into things that have a meaning in this market, because these are the only things that investors and businesses and corporations and institutions are going to take seriously. They are not taking a pop cat seriously, okay? They are not taking a cat coin seriously to have reserves of that. No, they're taking coins with utility, fundamentals, and narratives, and actual real-world asset potential. That's what they are taking seriously, not any of that other garbage people hold. So they can make quick profits, which is fine, but if we're talking about long-term slow profits in terms of just we treat it like Amazon. In 5 years, it's going to be worth a 10x, 20x more. If we just hold this for the rest of our life like it's a dividend, we could take out 10% here and it don't even affect us, but it's the 10% equals like 100k or 200k. Like a lot of investors, they started just really trickling money and compounding the money. Like it wasn't an overnight thing ever. Like Warren Buffett will tell you that, like, there's many dips. That's why he has the motto: when others are fearful, buy; when others are greedy, sell. And that's a great motto, like, just to understand you buy these ugly times, because that is an ugly chart for the year. It's down 42%. It don't feel like it's been a year ago. That's not how LCX hit 30 cents. That don't feel like a year ago. That feels like it's gone so fast. That feels like it's 6 months ago, like when it had its spike to 30 cents. But it's already been a year, so it had a run from 3 cents to 30 in a time in crypto where the narrative wasn't really tokenization or exchanges. Crypto.com did Crypto.com have a run? I don't think Crypto.com had a run, if I'm being honest with you. Did Chronos have a run? Let's see if you had the run. It didn't really have a run. LCX had a better run than Chronos. I'm just being honest, like LCX went from like 3 cents to 40. So it did a 10x. So at the end of the day, like, yeah, it won the narrative and it did a 10x, and it also didn't just rug. A lot of these coins are doing 10x is them rugging on you. But LCX, I know it's an established coin that is, I could hold it and I could sleep at night knowing my LCX, whether it's going down 10%, I'm not really worried about it going to zero like half these memes. So I'll play the long game. I'll add my 20 a day, keep my head down, and keep increasing how much I add a day. As we get lower and lower, I will have side money that I just dump on it I dump into LCX if we see nasty prices like a 10-cent price. We have to take these price points seriously, guys. I'm gonna tell you, like, a lot of the prices we see now on a micro, we don't understand what we are living in, like, and we don't know how far it can get in 5-10 years. You don't know how high it's gonna be. If it's $50 and you own 10,000, that's $500,000. $500,000. And I do feel like this could be $100 coin. Not soon, but eventually. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was Young Wealth with another one. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.